stressful drives I've ever had in my entire life. It's very hot. It's not exactly a restaurant meal. Easy. The context on where we are right now, I believe we must be there. I am just rejigging the whole packing system. I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to this. I just really like to know that everything is safe. And I packed as well as it can be. And obviously when I get to Morzine today, I'm going to give some stuff to Annabelle before I leave next week. And then I can pack a bit lighter. But everything is now tied on freshly and packed much better. One more bag to put on, but here is the view from where I've been camping. I'm going to pop up to the shop now before I leave and grab a snack before I hit the road, and then it's a 4.5 hour ride to Morzine. But the beauty of today is that I've got a chalet to sleep in tonight, so I'm just like, there's no stress. I can get there whenever I want. I can get there at 9 PM if I want, so there's no big rush for me to find accommodation, to have to be at accommodation before it closes, to be there for the check-in time, to be out for a checkout time. I just have as long as I want until as late as I want to get to Morzine, and that is a good feeling, because even if you book in advance, you have to be at places generally for the check-in time, so you've always got somewhere that you have to be for a certain time, or if you're me, when you're riding around, you're having to look for accommodation, and you find accommodation, which is, I've really enjoyed doing that so far. But then, like yesterday, if I leave it too late, then I'm kind of pushing the limit of trying to get to the place before it closes. But today is a very chill one, so I'm very excited just to kind of ride through the mountains, stop whenever I want, get some nice food today, and know that I've got a bed to go to tonight, a nice comfy bed in a nice quiet place. Anyway, see you on the road. I'm sorry, I'm well aware this is really boring for everyone at home, but I think this is the best pack I've done so far. It's so tidy, so neat, and I'm really happy with it, so I thought I'd share everyone. I've also had to use one of the lids from my pans for a side stand last night. Sort of sinking into the ground. But yeah, super happy with that pack. Time to get out of here. Well, I guess that's now kind of my new side stand for when I'm on the grass. Well, I still use it as a lid if I need to. A gentle little bit of off-roading over the grass. The thing that I would suggest when you're on a bike, and obviously you do this naturally anyway, but you just have to check and double check every single time you leave everything in your bags and everything on the floor that might have been dropped, because you don't want to be riding back for 5 hours to pick it up when you realise at the next stop that you've lost something in the unpacking. And I think we are good to go. Yes. Alright guys, let's get out of here. It's quite sad to be leaving this place, to be honest. I could have spent a few days here, or at least another day. I'm going for a walk around the mountains, but there's going to be plenty of that in Morzine, so it's all groovy. But before I carry on, I'm just going to stop at the supermarket and grab a little snack for breakfast before I go any further. Of course, it's more pastry, panna raisin, and some pineapple juice to begin the day. Today is so chilled out. I feel so good today. There's no rush. I can bumble around at like 30 miles an hour if I want to, the whole way, and that feels amazing. I actually just spent breakfast reading through YouTube comments on my videos, and all of a sudden I've got a huge influx of people following me and people commenting and giving me tips and pointers on where to go and about, you know, everything that I'm doing and questions that I've got. I'm getting answers to them, and that's incredible. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's watching these vlogs for kind of being a part of the journey with me, because that's the reason why I'm doing these vlogs, you know, and it really helps me out as well. So it's kind of like having you all here on the trip with me, which is really nice. But yeah, it kind of, I was looking through the comments and some of the places that were recommended, and this is a very gravel heavy road. Gonna take it easy. Yeah, looking through some of the comments that were like giving locations and stuff that I should visit, and sorry, I think this road is like freshly laid right now. I can smell it. Wow. Anyway, yeah, I just realised that I can't do everywhere, and as much as I would love to go to every location on the way up, because I'm keeping this whole trip very much open to change, open to things going wrong, open to me changing my mind about where I'm going. I mean, look, I haven't even got to spend 6 weeks out here. I could literally come home whenever I want, so it's so open. It's not like I've set this journey that has to be done. It's like, okay, let's see what I stumble upon, or I'll have a chat to people when I'm walking around and they'll recommend somewhere. Like the Dolomites got recommended the other day and I hadn't even thought about that, so that's now on my list. But around here there's so many places you can see. I mean, you could literally spend 6 weeks in France. It's kind of my point. I could spend 6 weeks just in France and go and see all of it. I was speaking to my friend Matthias yesterday about doing this together sometime, just doing France for like 2 or 3 weeks. Obviously it'll be cheaper than doing the whole of Europe, and slower, obviously, and yeah, you could definitely spend loads of time just here. And given that I'm just trying to also just enjoy the riding, I haven't got to get off and see everything around me. I don't need to get off and see, look at these mountains, there's still snow on top. I haven't got to get off and see everything in every place. It's also about the riding for me, and I really enjoy riding. So yeah. Anyhow, let's crack on with the road. That is my morning monologue for you all, and I'm sure I'll speak to you or see you at some point on this 4.5 hour trip to Morzine, which will probably be more like an 8 hour journey today, because I'm going to stop off whenever I want to have a look at the views and have food and get coffee and talk to people and just generally settle in today. And that is the benefit of having somewhere booked where you know you don't have to meet someone to get in, because the place I'm going to is my partner's kind of family home in France, and there's a lockbox, so all I need to do is show up, park the bike up, take the bags off, get the key out and go upstairs. So there's a lesson in that, saying that if you've booked somewhere where you know, if you book somewhere first thing in the morning where you're like, I can get there whenever I want, then you're going to be fine. You can just forget about it then, whereas I've been doing it the opposite way around and booking it at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon and then knowing that I've got to be there before 7 or 8. So I guess there is something to be learned in this, where I could start booking things really early on before I leave. Look at them mountains. Maybe I should pull over and put my camera on super wide so you can see everything a bit better. I'll do that in just a second when I find a decent spot to stop. I tell you what, having time around here is the dream. But look at that, wow. I'm very happy right now. This is such a comfortable temperature today. I could definitely ride like this forever. But the heat down south was something else, and I dread to think what it's going to be like in Italy when I get out the mountains. Look at this, we're coming right to the base of this mountain. There's loads of little waterfalls coming down it and everything. I'm gonna have to get off here and just take this in. It's wow. I know there's so much to see around here, but honestly, come on, I mean, fuck. I found this place to stop and I cannot wait to just get off and walk over there. There's also a really nice toilet there. Perfect. Right. This is the dream. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to take my time. I'm here to see views like this. It's incredible. This is just another level. What else can I say? You've seen it for yourselves now. I'm just taking a wonder to properly take this in today, because yesterday I did not. But there's plenty more mountains to come, I'm very aware of that, so I've got plenty of time to take it all in. We're all good, no point in stressing about it. I don't know if you can see from here, but if you look at the base of this cliff here, there's some people about to climb. Just a heads up, when you take your bike off-roading or even just onto a bit of gravel like that, just be aware that you've got to get it off as well. So when you park it, make sure you park it so it's easy to get it off and not an absolute nightmare like I just had then. Trying to move it over massive lumps of rubble on a really tight angle. Oh boy, I really respect these cyclists who cycle up and down the mountains. It's quite insane. Packed so lightly as well. And look at the poppies and the rapeseed. I've literally been travelling for about 10 minutes. So I'd like to crack on a little bit at least before stopping again. I just pulled over to switch the mic out so I could put up the bike and almost drove straight into that. That would not have been fun. I mean, I'm on it now, but I'm not sinking into it, so yeah, I think we're good. get fuel whilst you can, because the Beeline app definitely takes you to some places, whoops, wrong pin, that may not have fuel stations, so whenever you can, grab some fuel. Well, this is special. It's just never ending. You literally can't. Every single time, and I keep saying it now, but every single time I'm like, oh, I've seen it all now. You turn another corner and there it is. Just more and more and more. I imagine that lake is really cold, but I would love to jump in it right now. There's some people over there swimming. I think I'm going to hold out till I get to Morzine and then go up to the lake by the house and jump in there. The last time I was in there was in February, so I'm sure it's warmer than it was then. Do we have the juice? Do we have the juice in the camera? Look at that. Just stopped off for a little wander around this kind of really beautiful little stream, but yeah, can't get that close to it right here. Look there. I'm actually thinking of stopping here now and having a coffee. I wanted to buy one on the way, but I've got some here. I've got the gas with me as well. Why not sit by the river and have a coffee in the middle of the mountains on my own? So I kind of can't get to my cup because I put it in the lower bag whilst repacking today, so this is my cup for the day, or for right now, and it's very hot. Right, so I've made a bit of a mistake here because I finished my coffee, but obviously metal stays hot for a while, so I've got the pot and the stove top. Also just burnt my thumb testing it out. It is cooling down, but I need to give it like another 5-10 minutes before I can put it in the bag. So now I'm stood here. It's beautiful, but also I need to get on. I'm beginning to question, will I ever get to Morzine? I don't actually know. Check out this road down here. Wow. Those pools down there look stunning. Wow. I think today makes all of that rushing yesterday worth it, because it's just allowed me to explore, and I thought that I'd kind of passed a really beautiful part, which I did, but it's just endless. So it's just allowed me to have more time on this side today, and I've definitely needed it because I've not stopped getting off my bike. I'm going to have to force myself just to carry on now, because I've got 3.5 hours to go. So I've literally been travelling now for just over... Oh shit, I've just gone the wrong way. Oh boy. Flipping it. Can you see this road in front of me? It's just insane. I mean, it is absolutely insane. You can just go in any direction around here and you will be in paradise. I still need to stop for food as well. I mean, look. My current ETA is... Oh, there's a nice place there. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Do you see what I mean? You literally turn a corner and then you're faced with this. Oh God, look at this. Oh. Wow. Now, I mean, I've got no words right now. Now might be a good time to mention something, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm just going to write down this and enjoy it. Oh. I mean, look, these are the kind of roads that I always see in photos, but I've never been on. And I'm always dreaming of being on these kinds of roads. And now I'm literally at them. Oh, wow. Look at that. Here they come. Harley Days is on. Oh yes. So I just stopped off to try and get some food. So basically all I've eaten today is a pan of raisin and a bottle of pineapple juice. Obviously water and coffee as well, but yeah, I'm struggling to find any food. I've been riding now for a long time. It is now 3 o'clock and I left pretty early today, so I need to eat soon. I'm not hungry, but I know that I should eat because I'm riding a lot. They're long days on the bike, but yeah, I just can't find any food in the mountains. So I mean, look, I've still got 3 hours left, which is pretty mad. But that should mean if I stop and eat some food, I should still make it to Morzine by 7 PM latest, really. And then that gives me time to get in, settle down, have a wash, sort out the bedroom. And then hopefully the plan is tonight is to edit the next entry together. And you know what I'm finding really hard right now is that it's kind of like making a film, I guess. And you know, as the writer or the creator, what's coming next. So I know when I post today's vlog, which is already scheduled for in 2 hours time actually, I already know what happened yesterday and what happened today, so it's really difficult to like edit backwards. So I'm editing tomorrow's journey tonight and then I'll edit today's journey in the next few days. So obviously you make these mistakes, and then I realised today that it was a good thing that I rushed through it yesterday because today's been even better. But then I'm posting about, you know, the mistakes that I've made, and people are commenting saying, oh, you shouldn't have done that, or you should have done this. And then in my mind I'm like, well, actually it was worth it. By the way, the repairs in the road, these rubbery elements, this kind of lines of tarmac they put down are so slippy. I need food! I really need food! I'm getting hungry now. In the heat, you get down from the heights of the mountain and you get down to here and the heat just smacks you in the face. It's just crazy how quickly it changes. In the mountain, through the middle of the mountains, it was really cold, mild, really hot, and then you get off the bike and it would be really, really warm, but you get back on the right bike and ride and it would be really cool. And literally every 5 or 10 meters it would change. It was so, I don't know, just really interesting, like, to observe and feel and really kind of get the environment, like you really get the environment being on the bike. Well, it's not exactly what I was looking for, but I found a supermarket, so that's going to be where I get my lunch from, or at least a snack. Okay, it's not exactly a restaurant meal, it fills the space for now. I think I've just found myself a new travel partner, a new riding partner. This guy is killing it down this hill. I can only imagine how good it must feel after riding up it. I said this hill, I mean this mountain. Today has been long. I've not been riding all day, but I'm very tired. Riding around the mountains is quite tiring, and also just getting on and off all day has been tiring. And it's been hot and cold, so you know, I'm about an hour out from Morzine now, so I'm gonna have this food, have a coffee, and then get to Morzine. Holy fucking shit. I just came over this ridge, and right in front of me was that. Now that is fucking phenomenal. What a view. Okay. Oh, the roads don't end, they're all incredible. I'm gonna switch out the microphone again now and just ride the rest. The other 45 minutes now toward Morzine. Just a fun fact before we get to Morzine. So one of the reasons why I bought a bike was because my partner's mum was like, oh, Harley Days happens here where we live. You should like come by and check it out when it's on. And I joked saying, you know, I'll come on a Harley, I'll buy a Harley and come on that. I mean, look, I'm not on a Harley, but I'm going on a Royal Enfield, and to be honest, I'm super happy with this option. This bike is such a treat to ride. I've already said it in the last entry, but I really love this bike. I've never really ridden a Harley. I've tried out the 883 and it was okay. I just don't think I could have a cruiser as my only bike. If I was going to get one, I'd want the 1200 anyway. But you know, look at the price tag of that compared to this, and the amount of fun that I can have on this just outweighs all other reason really. And those mountains that were so far away about an hour ago are now right there. We have arrived. It feels really good to have made it this far, to be honest with you, because this is my first major stop. And it's almost been 7 days tomorrow since I left London. It was really weird. I was looking at the first vlog that I did about a month ago now. Just over a month ago, and back then this was just, it wasn't actually like materialized, it wasn't actually happening. I was talking about it, I was putting it out there, but I wasn't sure if I would actually end up doing it, and now I'm here doing it, and that's fucking mind-blowing to me. That's blown my mind. I'm here doing this thing, and it feels like such a lifelong achievement, and it brings actually tears to my eyes thinking about it, because I've just wanted to do this for so long. I hope you guys are ready to see some Harleys. I think I know the way. But we are here, and it feels great. I have to say, I'm looking forward to getting inside, putting all my stuff down, and just being free of baggage for the first time. So I just had that guy over the road take my photo, and then this guy just rocked up next to me on his adventure bike, asked me where I wanted to go. but I've no idea where the house is, and I don't know how these French addresses work, so I'm just figuring it out right now.
You're right.
Yeah.
You follow the sign. So first roundabout, straight.
We have officially arrived. There it is. Bang, bam, bam. Bada bing, bada boom. Morzine. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off, but I'll see you in a couple of days or whenever I see you. See you soon. Leave the airport, and I can safely say that was one of the worst, most stressful drives I've ever had in my entire life. Fuck me.